Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, today we have a whole bunch of photo cards out here today, and we're basically just going to be organizing and storing all of these photo cards. We have a pretty good pile today, so let's just go ahead and get started, and let's go ahead and sort out all these photo cards. So all of the photo cards are already sorted out. We have some like larger inclusions for NCT, ATEEZ, we have some NCT photo cards, and we have quite a lot today, so I'm really excited about storing these. And then we have the single WEE, we have a BTS photo card, Stayc, Blackpink, ONEUS, and Golden Child. So this is everything that we're going to be storing today, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, starting off, we're going to be starting with ATEEZ. Alright, so we have a few ATEEZ photo cards to store, and first up we have Hongjoon's WAVE version. And looking at this era, we're missing only 2 or 3 more photo cards for every era, which is kind of exciting. But also somewhat frustrating because I'm missing some of the more popular members left. So I know it's going to cost me quite a bit. Alright, and now we have Sans Fever Part 1 photo card. And then I'm just going to go ahead and readjust my fillers since I decided to go with white fillers. If you guys watched my last storing video, you guys will know that I'm going through a change again in my formatting and photo card binder style. Alright, there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a quick flip through of this era. I'm still missing quite a lot of Fever Part 1 photo cards, but I think it's okay, you know, just take my time and do it slowly. Alright, and so we do have 2 photo cards for Fever Part 2, and it's for the diary version. I did end up getting the diary version later, and these were the photo cards that I pulled. If you guys haven't seen that unboxing, it's already up on my channel. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a new page for because every member is getting their own page for this era. And then now that I have a few extra of my fillers, I'm just going to go ahead and put fillers in these pages just to fill up some of these empty slots. Right, and now we're moving on to BTS, and I have 1 photo card for Love Yourself. I think it's such an amazing thing to be able to kind of like see how far you can get with a collection and like the slow progress that you make every single time. I personally love rewatching these storing photo card videos of mine just because I think it's so crazy to see how much progress I've made since the beginning when I first started collecting. When I first started collecting, I had so many photo cards, and like to see the progress of like what collections I kept and what collections like I downsized is just really interesting, and then just seeing the progress is absolutely really interesting. Now we're moving on to Golden Child, and we're going to be storing some Take a Leap photo cards, I think, and we also have some Pump It Up photo cards as well. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be rearranging my Take a Leap section today. I said I was going to do it off camera after my last video, but I never did it, so I'm just going to force myself to be responsible and do it this time. So first, we finally have a Daniel photo card for Take a Leap. And so after looking at my other ones that I already have set up, I'm going to be putting the black versions first and then the white versions. So they're all going to go in a row. And then the next member will start here and go down. So we'll have a empty middle slot here. And then I'm also going to be moving the rest of the members into the spots they should be just to make it easier. So we're going to be shifting everyone around and then putting this into the actual format that it should be instead of whatever crazy format that I have going on right now. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and just focus on this for a second. So the one nice thing about this setup that I finally have decided on for Take a Leap is that I only need 5 pages because there's 2 members on each page. And the nice thing is that for once I don't have Bowman by himself on his own page. So that's really nice. I like having Bowman together with the rest of the members if possible. I just really like having Bowman like not by himself on his own page. You know, I like him to have some company. Okay, so this is what the setup looks like now. So the black photo card, the black versions go first and then the white versions go next. And I really like this setup personally. Alright, and now we're moving on to pump it up and we're going to be starting off with the AR photo cards. I believe we have one to store today. And we have Bowman's, and I actually don't know where I'm gonna put him. See, this is the problem, like I mentioned before, with Bowman, because there's only like 9 pockets in a page and there's 10 members. Sometimes it can be really difficult because Bowman usually goes on a page by himself, but I don't want him to go on a page by himself, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. It just doesn't make sense to use up a whole page just for one Bowman photo card, you know? might just put him here for now. Alright, this works for me. Until I figure out what to do with a Bowman. I don't necessarily like it, but I'm just gonna do this for now so I don't stress myself out trying to figure out a way to stuff Bowman somewhere in there. Alright, and now on to the rest of the photo cards. So each member has their own page for Pump It Up, since I believe there's a total of 9 photo cards per member. And these are stored in no like particular like order, except for like the versions. So each column is like a version type, so you have like red, yellow, and blue, but there's no particular like version to the photo cards. I'm just storing them for now, and then later I can always readjust and rearrange according to whatever aesthetics that I do like. Also, I'm getting my second COVID shot in just a few days, and I'm actually really nervous for it. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I actually have quite a huge fear of needles. Alright, and here we have some ONEUS photo cards to store. So I'm really excited for my Neokyo order to arrive, speaking of ONEUS, because I literally ordered the entire set for Lived. So I'm really excited to see a complete set for ONEUS finally, my first and only complete set for ONEUS. I don't know if I'm going to continue collecting OT6 in the future, but I may just downsize and collect my biases. Just because, as you can see, my ONEUS collection is like forever behind. And I'm also going to go ahead and do the same thing that I did for ATEEZ and just go ahead and replace all of these hollow fillers with my white dragon shield ones. I'm getting my COVID shot in a few days, and I'm definitely nervous for it. I'm expecting to have side effects, but I'm hoping it's not too bad. I haven't been sick in over 2 years, so like I honestly don't even remember what it's like to be like sick. But I really hope that I don't have any terrible side effects. My mom definitely came down with like a fever and some side effects. But from my other cousin, he didn't get any side effects at all, so I'm hoping I am on the no side effects side. I also have a very intense fear of needles as well, so that doesn't help. So yeah, I may be a little like MIA for a little bit depending on how I feel after I get my shot. So ONEUS is coming back with a full album again soon. Y'all better look forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Their songs are really, really good, and they are just super, super amazing. I really love them. So technically this set is already done. It is just in my Neokyo order, but I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and store what I do have right now anyways, just so you guys can see. But I will be selling off all my duplicates that I do have for this set. Alright, and moving on, we have one last photo card to store for this binder, and it's Younga for WEE. We only have one of his photo cards right now, but I did buy more on Mercari Japan, so whenever my Neokyo order arrives, we'll be seeing more of him. I did not expect to be collecting him, honestly, at all, but I fell for him really hard. To be honest, I thought I would end up collecting Johan because he was like my bias in X1 and like that season of produce, but I've heard that he's really hard to collect. Can you believe that my Golden Child collection takes up this much room? I'm like debating if I should move it to its own binder. And then here, we're finally moving on to the girl group binders. We have some Blackpink, we have some Rose photo cards, and some Stayc photo cards to put away. So first off, I'm going to be starting with Blackpink, the album. Right, and now we're moving on to Rosé's solos. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put it here after the album. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put the K-Town for You pre-order benefits first, and then the photo cards after. This is probably not the final like setup. I'm just gonna go ahead and store it for now, since like I don't really have a general idea of how I want to store these just yet. So I might as well just keep it all to one page for now. Right, and now we have Stayc, and I'm just gonna go ahead and set up the format real quick. And then here we have Seun's photo cards. I feel like I've definitely become less like particular about how straight my photo cards are. Before, I used to adjust everything every single time. Now, as of lately, I'm just kind of like, it's okay if it's a little crooked. Alright, so now we just need to put in our fillers here. And it's gonna be basically just following the 222 format. Staydom is out, and it is beautiful. My albums haven't shipped yet from K-Town, but I hope they do soon because I would love to see what my pulls are. I don't know if I'm gonna be collecting all members in the future again. I decided to for their debut, but I'm not sure if I want to do that in the future. Just because I have some collections that I really would like to finish and stay updated on this year, but I would like to continue collecting Stayc if possible. Alright, and now we're moving on to NCT. Right, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and sort out all the NCT photo cards just to make it a little easier. Alright, so all of our photo cards are sorted out. I'm gonna go ahead and start with NCTU and store my empathy photo cards first. Just storing them, however, for right now, just because I don't think I'll be collecting empathy era photo cards. I just think they're like out of my budget, and they're also quite difficult to find. So I don't know what is going to be happening with empathy, but most likely I will be not collecting empathy, or I'll be doing it very slowly. But yeah, that's my goal plan for empathy. And then now we're moving on to NCT 2020, and I'm just gonna go ahead and store these photo cards. I I think in a previous video someone mentioned that it was really amazing that I could like collect so many groups and like remember everyone and like the orders and stuff or something like that. It was something along those lines. I don't remember it like word for word, but it's definitely not easy, and to be honest, I don't even have all of these memorized. I cut out all the breaks I take where I like have to look at a notebook or look up something, because I don't have orders memorized at all, or like where photo cards go. I just edited it all out so you guys don't see it. But yeah, some people really do have all of it like memorized and like they know exactly where everything goes and like all that kind of stuff. That is definitely not me. I have really bad memory, and I just, yeah. Just gonna fix this card real quick since it's kind of crooked and bothering me. And then here we have Taeyoung's Cherry Bomb photo card that I pulled. That was a miracle, seriously. If you know NCT photo cards, you will know NCT photo cards are expensive, but even more expensive for Taeyong, and even more expensive for older eras. So yeah, and then now we have finally Mark's T version circle card. Gosh, I swear I really hate these circle cards. I believe I only need 2 more. One for Johnny, and then one for Jaehoon, and then I will be done with the circle cards for this era. But I am done with the photo cards for this era, so I'm pretty happy. And then now we have some extra filler, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill up some of these pages. I definitely think I'm going to have to put in fillers or like little sticky notes with like members' names just to speed up the process a lot more in the future, because I'll know exactly where each member is because it's already labeled. I just haven't done it yet because I've been lazy, but I definitely should not be lazy. And then now we're moving on to NCT Dream, and we have some WEE Young photo cards, and I'm just gonna go ahead and readjust the order and format. And here we go, we have Mark, and you guys know I pulled him somehow miraculously. Bless my pulls lately. I have been killing it with my pulls, which makes me super happy. Right, and next we're moving on to WeBoom, and here we have Jeno's Boom version photo card that I did pull. And then we also have Jaemin and Chenla's photo card. And now we finish Chenla's WeBoom photo cards, and then we also just need 1 more for Jaemin. Then we also need 1 for Jeno and 2 for Haechan. Alright, so now I just have a few extra fillers, so I'm just gonna try and like put them in here just to fill up some spots. And before we move on to WayV, I just wanted to update you guys on a few sections. So I did rearrange your WEE boom, as you guys already know, but I also did it for reload as well. And we're doing the 222 format with the photo card and then the circle card right next to it. Before I had the 66 format, and I decided to change it to the 222 format instead. So that's something new as well. And then now I'm just going to go ahead and replace these hollow fillers with my white ones. Alright, there we go. And then here as well. If you guys want to know what items or products I am using specifically, they're all linked in my description box down below as well. If you guys are always wondering, usually I try to link whatever I can in my description box. Right, and here we have Henry's photo card. And then I also need to change the format for these arrows as well. I think I'm going to do the same thing that I did here with the 232 format and then just fillers in the top and bottom slots. But I don't know if I want to do it yet. Let's go ahead and store the kickback photo cards first, and then I'll decide, like the indecisive person that I am. I don't really know how I want to organize these sections. I kind of want to see if I can figure out a new way to store these. So here we are now storing the kickback photo cards. And I definitely loved my pulls for these. I definitely need to pick up more albums or something because the prices for these photo cards have been a little too expensive for my taste. I have been searching on Mercari Japan and Neokyo, so that's definitely been a journey. The photo cards for NCT there lately have been really expensive as well. But it's just really a game of being, how patient can you be? Because photo card prices do go down and it just takes time for an offer to pop up. Oh my gosh, 10 is definitely the most expensive though that I've seen. Like literally I have seen his photo card, just one, for like $60 on Mercari, and it's definitely kind of crazy. I think he's a little... And here are the fillers that I'm using. I'm using the white dragon shield matte as fillers. These are the ones that I use for my actual fillers, and then for like just space holder fillers I use the Ultra Pro ones, just because these dragon shield ones are quite expensive. And Lucas, you are crooked, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix you too. Alright, so there we have the kickback photo cards, and now I'm just going to go ahead and store the postcards. I don't really tend to collect bigger inclusions like postcards. I'm just not really into it. They're not really my kind of like thing, but I do store and keep the ones that I do get with my pulls. Alright, so that's that. That's the last item we have today for our NCT collection. I am definitely looking forward to the next time that I store photo cards because I know I'll just have a ton of NCT things to put away. But yeah. This is pretty much everything that we needed to put away today. I cannot wait until my Neokyo haul comes because it is a massive haul. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little storing and organizing photo cards video. I didn't really talk much today, but I'll see you guys very soon in my next video.